Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of BrighidSees. This is the June edition, and this presentation is brought to you by the fine folks over at the Chad Smith Podcast and Paranormal Chop Shop. The Chad Smith Podcast is live every Tuesdays and Thursdays on YouTube at 10 a.m. Eastern and 7 a.m. Pacific, and the boys over at the Chop Shop are live every Friday on YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern. This presentation is also brought to you by the fine folks over at DNA Sales 2100 of Tecumseh, Michigan. They are Lenawee County's largest crystal and rock shop, and you can go there for all of your metaphysical and natural store needs. You can find them over at DNASales2100 at gmail.com and also on Facebook at facebook.com/DNA Sales 2100. And here's a brief walkthrough of their store to give you a general idea of what they offer. And you can find more about them once again over on facebook.com/DNA Sales 2100. And now, please let me draw your attention to a 2022 general overview as I bring in Brigid. Hi, Brigid.
Hey, how are you doing?
Very good.
Well, we have a lot to talk about. So,
Awesome.
so how are things been going with you?
Oh, very busy. Yeah, we've been busy
Yeah.
with our two channels and staying busy with the morning oracle card readings. And yeah, it's been fun so far. But
Well, fun is important. Definitely important.
got to keep the fun involved.
For sure. For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. So let's just go over the general forecast of all like the stars have been absolutely choreographed in a very busy light lately. So it kind of if you lived through April, okay, and you got through May, okay, well here's June. Huh. And it's kind of the theme of to be seen for your value. Everybody's feeling that, to be seen for your value. The opportunities that are coming up, which one should I take, that kind of thing, to fulfill your goals, your ideals of how you really want to live your life. And be aware that the universe is literally talking to you by either opening doors, closing doors, how people are reacting towards you. The one of the coolest things that has happened, and it hasn't happened for 415 years, and it has to do with a Thatchet meteor shower. And it was weird because when it's actually happened, it was like late May, early first 2 days in June. Like people were kind of tense and very uptight. It was like something's going on. Well, it hasn't happened in 415 years, but it literally is setting up for the backdrop for Pluto retrograde. And that happens from April 29th to October 8th. And Pluto retrograde is kind of interesting. It focuses on like your needs for transformation. Like I like my security of the past, but the future I'm uncertain about. I like doing this kind of stuff, but what should I do? Well, you'll get some clear answers in June, July, and August. Also, with Pluto retrograde, we'll start to find out about all kinds of secrets in the government, like news, things that were hidden in the past, can be family secrets. Um, Personally, how we take Pluto retrograde is that we start saying, the habit that I have that I do to myself is not honoring myself. And so moving forward, it's about embracing your fears and living your true self. Now, while we get through this from April, May, and we're actually living in June now, on to July and August sets us up for September. And you might have some growing pains. Generally, all signs will have growing pains, but you have to listen to what you truly want. Use that as kind of your guidepost or light in the dark. And it'll pull you towards a better kind of existence or life. So summer will present you with a platform to make things happen, new opportunities, new life. Um, and also it'll give you a chance to mend fences with people from the past. If you have like a bad outcome with someone, you'll be able to sit down and really talk about it. Now, it's also a time of clearing out. So there might be abrupt changes, change in residence, change in jobs, change, just all of a sudden, change in friendships, change in relationships. But it's all for the greater good. So this sets us up for the Piscean kind of pursuits that started in April and are the forefront, and will be encouraged to help others, kind of design our own collective or society to help others that are there. This happens about every 165 years. So we're having a lot of once in a lifetime, never happen again. We're all here at the right time, at the right place for the right reason. With Jupiter conjoining Neptune, April was action-packed. May was action-packed. And June will also be even higher because Mars is at the forefront and pushing us forward. This will be felt mostly by Pisces and Virgo people who are born under those constellations. They'll have once in a lifetime happenings, chances, and also if you're a Pisces or Virgo, there's a good chance you might get noted for some sort of work that you've done or work with someone that is. It'll give us all a chance to cut ties with anything that really doesn't matter to us anymore. Things that are more important for the collective, doing the good for others. It's a good time for to kind of, how do I want to say, ignore the BS and the injustices. Abundant opportunities are happening, and the difference in obstacles that are known versus those that are unknown will be known. If you have a project and you keep pushing forward and you don't know why it doesn't get anywhere, well, the setup time was April, May. The go time is June. Everyone's conscience is leaning toward the collective. So, are we ready for Aries?
Yes, we are. Let me just go to the Aries slide here. We're all set.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, so Aries for the month of June, 12th house is really exemplified. You start to eliminate bad habits. Aries are known. I have a friend that's an Aries, God bless her. She eats junk food and then she goes, I don't know why I'm so tired. But it'll really bring the forefront of what needs to be eliminated in your life. It'll also expand your creativity. It'll also make you a rising star at work. You need to start trusting your intuition. This is the house of magic for Aries. Be careful what you think of, you will manifest, because that is where we're sitting at. There's a full moon in partnerships and collaborations. You'll have effective communication, and anything that you start in June will absolutely come to pass in September. So fruition, project comes to an end all in September, and keep a positive note because it'll end on a positive note. Okay, Taurus. All right. Your emphasis in April, May, and now sets up for June is the 11th house, and that's 11th house of community. It means that you're being pushed to do a more spiritual type of aligning job. It could mean everything from producing a podcast about astrology to also like becoming a person of the cloth or a counselor of spirituality. But this is the dawning of a new version of you. The full moon of this month will make you feel like you need to tidy up and organize loose ends because there are more projects. It's just waiting for you, basically, to decide that, yes, it's time to get going. And the other thing is evaluating your current contribution to people and in your job. Are you getting paid what you're worth? Because that is what the stars are saying. Am I being celebrated where I am? Okay. Have a great month, Taurus. Now, Gemini. Okay. Gemini, April, May, and into June. The houses that are emphasized are the 10th and the 6th house. And those transits are for your elevation. So in other words, if you're doing a job that you cannot stand, if you are around people that are negative, it's time to move on. Old wounds will heal, but only if you recognize them that they need to heal. There is a very strong how do I want to say, probability that you'll have a work promotion, bonus, or a raise in salary. You will start to define your new tribe. April was kind of your month for emotional purging. So in other words, if you were heartbroken about something, April let you fully examine that and move on. June is nothing but about connections. Express what you need. With any type of project, slow and steady wins the race. Whatever happened on April 30th, it was supposed to be a surprise, ended up painting May in that whole kind of wide brush. And so you need to pick things up where things failed and keep moving forward. It's okay to change your mind, but you're going to have major luck in your career, and so that may change your focus. You'll also have an emphasis in your 5th house, which has to do with legal matters and taxes. And if you're single, you probably will be single no more. There's a good chance for a heightened chance of partnerships in June. Okay, let's look at Cancer. All right, your houses that are emphasized are the 9th house and the 5th house. And this has to do with kind of April and May, all that kind of retrospective kind of look back at the past is setting you up for forward movement and mobility in June. There's new beginnings ahead and maybe a call to a new profession. A lot of Cancers are very typically drawn to teaching, medicine, anything to do with healing. And so, especially with the last couple of years, there might be a call to do something else, something more creative and that honors the other part of your personality. Also, now's the time to change, to emphasize long-term goals. If it's something you've always wanted to do, now's the window. Start working on it now to make it come to fruition. Also, 9th house is very emphasized in April, May, and June, and that means that there's travel ahead, new activities, better energies. I have 2 clients that I'd like to refer to, and they're both Cancers. One has double in their sun and moon, and they both they said that they felt like they were dragging through April and May because of all the energies. They were that sensitive to it. So be kind to yourself, and when you move on, Really think about what you want and work towards that. Okay, Leo. All right. Now, with April and May's emphasis on the fourth house of secrecy, this has been kind of interesting when I looked at it because you are usually right. Leos, if they tell you something's right, oh no, that's not right. This is right. Believe them. If it waddles like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Uh, this is a good time to pick up a mentor too. If you, how do I want to say, if you're going into a career that requires mentor or sponsorship, you will find that person. But don't doubt yourself. If you feel like something in your life is not quite right, then you need to lean into your intuition. Okay. For June, Leo is nothing but forging new relationships, whether they be professional or personal. And all the issues that you've had at work, at home, need to be kind of sorted out now. Reason being is because I think there's going to be some idea or investment that you're going to make grow. Leos had a lot of financial emphasis, and I think it's a good time for them to boost their income. There's going to be some unexpected changes for Leos in relationships. Also, professional, family, or friend, it doesn't matter. Sometimes people get used to dancing with Leos because they take care of everything. Cancers are kind of mothering, and so are Leos. They're the mother manager of the household. Delay your choice. Make sure you know exactly when you make a choice what will be your outcome at the end. Make sure you know all the facts. Don't just jump to a conclusion. Reason being is, again, with Leo's emphasis in investment, money, that kind of thing, don't withdraw things until you fully know what you're leaving behind. So I look forward to reading a couple of my clients that are Leos and to see what their June ends up. Some actually do have quite a few financial, how do I want to say, one is selling a house and the other one decided that she wanted to get involved in a Bitcoin type company. And so I hope things go well for them. Okay, Virgo. All right. So the month of June holds a lot of different things that were set up also in April and May. Your emphasis is in the seventh house and the third house. Virgo, it's all about abundance, weddings, a rise in income, love expands. Things are very emotionally positive right now. If you have a new idea, you might be too distracted to actually put it into motion. But I suggest that Virgos, definitely please write your ideas down because now's the time for brilliance. That's what your houses emphasize is new ideas, new ventures, new ways of making money. If you belong to a public institution, in other words, you're not an entrepreneur, you basically work for someone else, now's the time for good recognition. All right, I hope you have a great June and on to Libra. Okay. Again, April, May was a setup time frame. Now June, with that past influence in the 6th and 2nd house, it's all talking about your health, improvement in health habits, your diet, exercise, maybe not overworking. All the Libras I know work, and then they work some more. If you have any issues with the past or issue with family member, friends, whatever, please make sure that you sit down and have a face-to-face with them so that you understand fully where you stand with that person. The best energy of the year is from June 20th to June 25th for you. So if you are looking for a new job, that's the way to go. If you're looking for a new house, look during that time. If you have any weight issues, again, check out what you're eating. And how do I want to say? Also, Librans tends to carry a lot of stress, and so it might be a good time to do like stress relieving activities like traveling, that kind of thing. Also, Librans, when I looked at their how things were sitting and how it related to them, I saw anything to do with real estate and money being in a positive favor. Financial investments were also positive. There was also another configuration in the eighth house, what has to do with secrets. So if there's something that you've been wondering that you didn't get the whole story, it soon comes out in the month of June. It is a good month to kind of self-empower and to move on. It's weird because Librans have it's like it's a highly sexual month for Librans in June, and it's all about their career. So don't confuse work and relationships. I thought that was funny that it was like sitting right over, or it could be, someone that does that for a career. You never know. All right, we got Scorpio. Okay, so in April and May, Scorpio's fifth and first house was emphasized. And so it sets you up for June for a lucky month financially. This is the month to go to a casino. Also, as much as you're lucky in finances, you need to start looking at familial issues, like family issues. If you haven't settled things, then you need to continue to talk and to resolve things. Time to let go of the old stuff, and especially at the end of the month, where if you're not coupled already, there's a chance for love. Also, if there's an issue with children, focus on it, because it's interesting because like it was Scorpios, the clients that I've talked to, it's like they're really questioning the why and when of life, spiritual matters, and how to follow their intuition. And with all the configurations, intuition has been extremely kind of off the chart with everybody, even more so with the Scorpio. Okay, so Sagittarius. Well, welcome to June. With your 2 months of setup with the fourth house exemplified and the 12th house exemplified, you probably had some big events in your life, family happenings. So this June is like one of those months where you kind of sit back and go, you analyze what happened in April and May. It's going to be a less energetic month, more of a reflective month, and where you seek clarity, especially if you own a business or you are signing on a contract in order to help others with your expertise. I guess my best advice for you to handle June is be very detail oriented when it comes to contract negotiations. Take good care of yourself. With the fourth house exemplified in April and May, it's a money month. So kind of sit back. You did your work in April and May, so money is coming your way. Best thing I can say for Sagittarius is in the month of June, it's a month of reflection, yes. It needs to be a month of self-care. And it's like you've done, June is your sit back and reap the rewards month. So I hope you have a good month, and we will be on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. When I did Capricorn's chart, it was kind of interesting because April and May set up and emphasized the third and the 11th house. And that's all on education and opportunities. Maybe having to seek education in order to get the opportunities that you want, however, but it talks about honoring education. Um, Also, it talks about the focal of the family. It might be with your partner this month of June. That's the focus instead of being on your kids or your extended family. It's going to be on your partner. It's kind of like a honeymoon vibe kind of thing. Also, it's a month of, how do I want to say, catching up with old friends, um, possible promotion, raise, or new opportunity. The best thing I can give advice for June is, take time and really enjoy your family. Because when I looked ahead at Capricorn, when I saw this kind of configuration, I knew July would be absolutely go, go, go. And with an earth sign, um, it's better to have measured activities. In other words, planned activities than spontaneous. Um, so I hope you enjoy the month of June, and we will see you in the month of July. All right, Aquarius. Okay, so this one was an odd one because the second and the 10th house was emphasized. And that has to do with new creative ideas, almost like creating a new life. It make sure that you're keeping track of those creative ideas, because with that, what you might want to do is think about those ideas and see if they could actually become a business. Listen to your intuition also. Sometimes Aquarians can be all work, sometimes they can be all fun. The balance is sometimes hard to achieve. Um, with April and May with an Aquarius, they were very, very busy with what the sector was work and service. And so it talks about money coming to Aquarius, and also legal matters coming to um, being settled within the month of June. Also, if you have any loans or any monies that you owe people, my suggestion is to work to repay them, because there may be, when I looked ahead in August, an opportunity for investments and or possibly a business. And so June is kind of tie up loose ends and take care of you. And I hope you enjoy the month of June. All right, Pisces. All right, March was very busy for your birthday month, Pisces, and that was realized. April would have been really busy as the universe is trying to get you on track, to let go of things of the past, and but also to connect you with the right people. April and May, if you hadn't been presented with an opportunity to exercise those talents that are given to Pisces, it emphasized those in the medical profession of having more varied opportunities, as well as a chance to maybe change your profession. Um, so also there are financial blessings. This has been the first couple of months with your new annual year. And so my suggestion to you again is to let go and to think about the things that you would rather do and make that materialize. Um, the other thing is, with June, I saw at the end of end of June itself, the last 2 weeks, I felt as if when I looked at the ephemeris, there was a chance for extra finances kind of going out the window, with could be a car or home repair, whatever. So my suggestion is hold off on large expenses until the end of August. So take care for the month of June, Pisces. And that's it, Chad, for the whole forecast.
For the whole month.
For the whole month. It was it. I made it without having a heart attack. I'm so happy.
That's awesome. No, you did great.
Thanks.
And then I want to make sure we mention before we take off out of here that you do have some classes coming up. And
I do.
How can people find those and sign up for them?
Well, we have them at DNA Sales. They are on Thursdays, and you can look at DNA Sales on Facebook. You can do them one-on-one through me through StreamYard. And also, we will be coming up with a platform in which to put our classes on. I have a wonderful producer, Mr. Smith. Yay! Rock on, rock on.
Do what I can.
He does it with such
pizzazz.
Pizzazz, is that what it's called? But
yeah, we'll get a new platform set up so that we can upload those to that.
So we're going to make them affordable. We're going to make them so that you can enjoy them in the comfort of your home and kind of give you the tools to have a better life. That's my goal. So some of these classes that I'm going to have are self-discovery through journaling, where people can sign up for an email prompt and get the journaling subject for the week. Also, I have a class called Crystal Grids and Meditation. It's fun. I also have a vision board and life mapping class, where if you have a particular goal that you'd like to achieve and a time frame you'd like to do it in, we can work on that. Astrology 101, to just basically know about your chart and to apply it to your life. I think that's kind of important. Also, if you've always wanted to learn to do the tarot, there's 3 distinct meanings in tarot cards. There's the actual, the combination meaning, and the timing. And a lot of times people look at tarot and they're very overwhelmed. I've been reading tarot since I was little, like kid.
It does seem overwhelming to somebody that's never done it before. That's for sure.
Yep.
I think that's why I kind of stuck with the oracle cards to start off with, because the tarot is kind of like, I might have to take a class for those.
Well, we promise we'll be gentle. So yep. So that's where we'll be playing with that to get them on line somehow, some way. But if you want a reading or would like to take a class one-on-one, you can just email me and I can send you a StreamYard platform. We can take care of it all online. I'm thinking anywhere from one class being $10 to $15. We have to figure out our classroom platform if we have a group. And I'm going to leave that up to you because you're the expert.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we can figure that out.
Yep.
We'll get something figured out with that for sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and if anybody's interested, I put the email address down here in the bottom chat, or I'm sorry, at the bottom of the screen. It's BrighidSees@gmail.com. You can contact her there for any interest in the classes. And yeah, guys, keep following the skies. Oh, that says February. I got to change that. Oh, man. Chad. Come on, Chad. Get with it here.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We'll see you in February.
No. We'll see you next month.
We'll see you guys in July. That's for sure.
Yep, for sure. For sure.
All right.
You have a great day, and thank you so much for lending your expertise to this project.
Oh, no problem. Thanks a lot for having me.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.